I would like to say I'm very sorry about yesterday's stream. I have no idea what happened to my PC. My PC looked at me and said, fuck you. Also, hi, just an NPC, welcome, welcome in. How are you doing today? Look at that. That little sniff, the sniffers. I'm huffing glue. Maybe this is why my PC hates me. Thank you for the head pats, Ash Riley. Affection? For the first time in forever, I'm getting motherfucking head pats. Let's go, I like head pats. But hello, Benuin, hello, Ash Riley, and hello, Just an NPC. How are you guys doing today? Hope everyone's having a lovely day today. Don't tempt me, don't do it. I'm just a poor little wabbit boy, trying to make it in this cruel world. I'm also a little fucking gremlin at this point. I changed my profile pic like 4 times this week. I like it. It's adorable. Good morning, sir. It is the afternoon. You're an hour ahead of me. You can't even say good morning. You're still in the afternoon. What the fuck are you on about, Guiz? What? Huh? Do I need to beat you? Because I will. I will beat everyone. But good mornings, good salutations. How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. I mean, it's Friday. Everyone's out of work. Everyone's out of school. And everyone can party. It's party time. Yeah. And a stream. It's stream time. Because stream time's always fun time. I'm sorry that stream did also start a little late. I was going to start at 6:30. But then I couldn't figure out what game I wanted to play. So I looked through my wish list. Literally picked out a game that was on sale. Which is MAMIYA. Which is what we're playing today. And was like, we're playing this. Because I'm not in the mood to play anything I already own. Apparently, anything I own already crashes enough. So, let's not. And this is a visual novel game. I love visual novels. They are one of my favorites. It's Souls-like visual novels and FPSs. Like, if you bring these to me on a silver fucking platter, I'm gonna gobble that shit up. I love it so much. I just go, yes, I love it. Nya, senpai. Oh, thank you for the meal. Like, I love that shit. You're doing good. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. We like all the goodness. We like all the goody woodies. We don't like the bad. The bad gets beaten. And it goes in the hole where it never sees the light of day. Though it's also okay to have a bad day as well. I don't know. I'm an indecisive person. You can have a bad day or a good day. Just be positive. Try to be optimistic because the world's cruel, apparently. And also ending. So apparently, a little synopsis of this game from what I have read. This is about the end of the world. And I'm assuming we play as this character named MAMIYA? I don't know. All I know is that a child named MAMIYA makes choices and it picks whether people live or die. That's all. I know nothing about this game. I have never heard of this game until I looked through my wish list recently. Because apparently I added this game before it even released in my wish list. So I must have been waiting a pretty long time for this game and literally forgot about it. It looks really nice though. I was looking at some of the visuals. Looks really pretty and I'm excited. So, further ado, let's get in the game. And, I also don't have it set to the game screen. Oh, I just realized that. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. I gotta actually set up the game. Hold on. I literally downloaded the game and clicked start stream. Games built on Chromium cannot be captured using game capture. Why? Why do you have to be it literally captures on game capture. I'm being lied to. But fine. Fine. I'll use window capture. I'll use it. I'm assuming it uses the same thing Chilla Arts use. Because Chilla Art games also don't work with game capture, I believe. Unless I'm very wrong. I could be very wrong, and I have no idea. But yes, I'm very excited. I love visual novels. Also, I just want to say, I literally just opened the game. I just opened the game. It immediately starts with, Natsumi died. We're starting off with a death. Many games don't, yeah. Alright, Natsumi died. Nothing. Oh! Oh, that was loud. Did someone pass away? I don't know, sir. You're at a funeral. I would assume so. Did someone pass away? Yes, they're holding a funeral for a boy called Natsumi. Apparently, he's not important enough to be remembered. Natsumi? Well, I think I might have known him. Oh, really? Because apparently nobody knows this fucker. Probably. At least, I think so. Okay, this game is also really loud. Hold on. I actually need to... Oh, yay. I'll turn it up for you guys, but it is so loud for me that I legit need to turn this down. Oi. Oh, whoops. Resume. I clicked the wrong button. I took it out of full screen! Yo, shoutouts to Young Man. I love Young Man. My favorite character. In that case, why not bring him some flowers? Huh? Can I? Of course, I'm certain he would appreciate it, even though he's 6 feet under the ground. The era was tiring us to the bone. Solitude that none could relate to. Why would you make this a white text? Was more agonizing than simply trying to live. The emptiness would become hunger, and if the flower you wish for didn't exist anywhere in the world, keep praying for it or make it yourself. Make it yourself. Take life by the balls and do it on your own. I've been obsessed with FNF, Friday Night Funkin' lately, and got my friends obsessed too. I tried to play Friday Night Funkin' before, and I just never got into it. I like games like that, but I just can't do them myself. I like watching people play it. I'm more of a Guitar Hero person. You had no choice but to make it yourself. If the thing I want doesn't exist, I have no other choice, do I? Man, if only my daily life was more exciting. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? What do you want with me? I'm getting a bit tense. No, it's gonna be okay. I just need to get inside. And then I'll finally figure out who this Natsumi guy is. After muttering that to myself, I nodded and took a step forward. Yeah, I don't know. Gay, frolic, bitch. Only to end up bumping into someone. Sorry. Oh, that's not the voice I'm giving him. Look at this masculine man. He's gonna go, sorry. Oh boy, gee willikers. I didn't mean to bump into you. The pink hair, that's purple. Do you need... I know I don't have my glasses on, but that's not pink. The pink-haired man glanced at me. Tush. Titch. How dare you? That's fucking Orpal. It's Orpal, guys. I beat every week and all the mods I downloaded, and I sucked at it last week. The only mod I genuinely want to play is the Sneezy, Kitten Sneeze mod. Because I love their content, and I like the song that they have. And then clicked his tongue and headed into the church. Huh. Did he just click his tongue at me? What a fucking bitch. I opened the door. As every person would do when entering a building. Why is the world ending? I don't know. Apparently we're at a funeral. We possibly know the guy. I have no memory. Nobody seems to care about him. I'm confused. What is going on? I genuinely don't know. We just started the game, though. You did not miss much, Bane. We're literally at a funeral home. And a woman said, give this guy flowers. And we made him flowers, apparently. We pulled him out of our ass cheeks. And now he's got flowers. A solemn atmosphere hung heavy in the air as I stepped into the church. Student A. Very creative. Natsumi. How do you click your tongue? Just... Is that how you click your tongue? Why would you do that? That hurts. Some wept, others looked ahead in silence. Were they all reminiscing about the time they'd spent with him? I hope they are. This had to be said. Something that was dear to us had been there since the moment we were born. It was devotion that could shine even within the snow, as well as joy that breathed wonder into the naked heart, and we shared it with others or kept it to ourselves. I'm not a selfish person. I would share my happiness with others. Shared it with others. I mean, it's a waste to keep it to myself. If something makes you happy, it only makes sense to want to tell others about it, right? I noticed that the funeral was about to begin, and that I was about the only one who was still standing. I looked around for a place to sit. I took a seat deeper in. I'll sit next to you if you don't mind. Fuck, goddammit. He's hot too, I hate that. The unhead-patable. What do you mean the unhead-patable? Huh? Pat my head, damn it. Do it, you won't, I bite. What? That's not head patting. That's beating me. That's rude. I want head pats. What is that little bee guy? I like that. Wixel's sad. Why is Wixel sad? Don't be sad, Wixel. Head pats. See, Wixel can't be sad now. I get head pats. Ah, I did it. Thank you, NPC. Alright, what is this man gonna say? Go ahead. I kept gazing at the flowers far ahead while waiting for the ceremony to begin. Everyone around me muttered prayers in remembrance of Natsume. Can I click enter? I can click enter and this works the same. Played as the coffin was carried forward. Hearing the priest talk, all I could think about was its contents. Death was now both distant and close. The red-hot flames were approaching us from behind, taking concrete shape. Oh! Stop bonking me! Alright, chat, do we want the world to end, or do we not want it to end? Never. What do you mean? It's fucking ashy, goddammit. Rude. Is this because I'm not at Game Night? So rude. Takes my glasses, bonks me on the head, and says never. How dare you? Wow, Ashy. Wow. We want the world to end, and okay, guys, why do you want the world to end so badly? Jesus Christ. Alright, let the world burn. We will become the new world. I wanted the world to end. Because this world is unfair. Everything has to be destroyed for happiness to flourish. Thank you, Ashy, for bringing back humanity with 100 carrots. But guess what, Ashy? I'll never feed my family with those carrots. No one will get fed. Only me. And also, fucking how dare you? Did you only give me biddies just to get more points to beat me? That's kind of, that's clever. Not gonna lie. But thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I very much appreciate it. No, I have 20k. Jesus Christ. That's concerning. A while later, the service began in earnest, accompanied by organ music. The attendees stood up and brought flowers to the coffin. A student with darker skin approached it next. I'm curious. I think nothing of it. I'm curious. Why? Finding myself somewhat curious about him, I decided to follow him with my gaze. The dark-skinned student took some of the gathered white flowers and approached the coffin. His amber eyes were directed right at it. I could see the strength of his will reflected in them. Why the fuck did the music stop? Oh wait, never mind. It's going again. His graceful fingers didn't tremble one bit. Why the fuck am I paying attention to his fingers? I don't know, but I am. As he placed his flowers, he slightly parted his lips, almost like he was about to kiss me right on the mouth. Almost as if he was about to say something. In the end, all he did was furrow his brow and close his eyes. Before ultimately returning to his seat, this man still has not said a fucking word, and I am concerned for my well-being. We are going to die. Those carrots lagged my computer. I think good. I hope they do. New friends! New friendos! Yay! Student B looks like the class president. That's like a snob. He's like, ew, you rich folk. Like, he's that stereotypical class president that's like nice to everyone, but then is mean to the person he's going to the funeral for. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you guys seen animes like that? Where he's actually the bully in disguise? That's what he looks like. Now watch me just call out the entire fucking plot. A black-haired student with a mole under his eye walked towards the coffin. I am curious. Let's just be curious about everything. Why not? Finding myself somewhat curious about him, I decided to follow him with my gaze. He slowly approached the coffin with a downcast look. The Snow White... Okay, I gotta sniffle real quick. Hold on. Sorry, I did not want you guys to hear my sniffy whiffies. You don't need me sniffing. The snow white flowers he carried seemed a perfect match for his prim and proper order. I clicked the mute button instead of enter like a goddamn idiot. As he bent over to place his flowers, his glossy locks swayed forward, hiding his eyes. His youthful looks made him appear almost ethereal? Ethereal, not urethral. That's a whole different fucking thing. And had completely captivated my attention. He then slowly stood up and returned to his seat with his head hanging even lower than before, because he's a goddamn prick and he knows it. Ruffling his pinkish hair, even though it's purple, a man with an intense look on his face stepped forward. I definitely got curious. I want to know what the hunk in the trunk. Hunk in the trunk? What this hunk, who's an asshole, has to say. Finding myself somewhat curious about him, I decided to follow him with my gaze. He approached the coffin with a rough, unsteady gait, but the way he took the white flowers was anything but that. His hair covered most of his face, preventing me from discerning his expression. In contrast to his earlier demeanor, there was a certain melancholy in the way he placed down his flowers. He was probably Natsumi's lover. I was left in awe by that strange, uncanny imbalance. I inhaled my spit! Doing that voice causes so much spit in my throat. I'm gonna spit on this man, I swear. The coffin was approached by a tall boy in a school uniform. Wait, is young man not me? Who the fuck am I? Wait a minute. I am curious? I thought I was the young man. Now I'm even more confused. Finding myself somewhat curious about him, I guess I don't get to read it. I clicked entered by accident. His considerable height would no doubt make him stand out in any crowd. He walked with a straightforward stance, giving me the impression of someone with a noble, righteous soul. Even the white flowers he carried seemed to match him in terms of sheer dignity and grace. His large eyes gleamed with genuine grief. Natsumi. He uttered the name in a voice so low, you'd have to strain your ears to hear him. Once all the attendees had set their flowers, the funeral came to a close with a few words addressed to the bereaved family. Surrounded by people leaving the hall, I wondered who the fuck I even was. This was the Soul Atonement. It was time for the old world to end, just as prophesied. MAMIYA would gladly embrace all of your desires and pains. Alright, I get it. The MAMIYA you choose is... I headed to the seat, deeper in. There I found a man with a flashy appearance. I recognized his voice. You were singing a hymn, weren't you? Yeah. I'm embarrassed to admit that I tried joining it as well, but couldn't really sing at all. So what? I only sang because I could. You're not a student, aren't you? What was your relationship with Natsumi? He was an old acquaintance, I guess you can say. When we were brats, he'd often... When we were brats, I love that. When we were brats, he often got me to play with him after mass and shit. He eventually just stopped showing up, and that was that. I did meet him once after I grew up, though. He looked as naive as always, and had that same goofy grin plastered all over his face. I honestly never thought I'd end up outliving him. Huh. I never expected that I'd be the one left behind. Damn it. Don't fucking die before me. Wow! I love him! I love him already! Tough guy! Tough guy who's a softie! Words of love carried only sadness. Oh! I love this man! He's so adorable. Movie? I love you more than anything in this world. Because when the words you gave were sent back, I didn't know how to accept them. I love you too. This reminds me of the your hand in mine meme. Have any of you guys seen that TikTok? Where it's like, I would never choose to love another. And then it's, maybe I will one day learn to love you too. Like, that's what this reminds me of now. Within this empty city, I poured out a drink to get me through the moment. Still, I have no fucking clue who I am. Who am I? Him being sad. He's so cute. Grieving over your friend? Oh, damn, that's hot. I'm a terrible person, guys. Come tomorrow, I'd forget the taste of last night's love, and yet... Oh, God, I cannot pronounce your name. Alright, guys, time to butcher it. Morichika Haruki. Morichika Haruki. I'm calling you Mori. Which actually makes it Memento Mori. I like that. This movie's shit. I click my tongue in the... Oh, wait! Depending on our options, we get to play as the character! Oh, shit! Omori? No, guys, we're not playing Omori. I've heard something about stairs, and I'm concerned. What's up with the stairs, guys? You Omori fans, what the fuck is wrong with the stairs, huh? I just want to go up the stairs. I clicked my tongue and left the cinema. Beneath the cold sky, I heard nothing but a repeating clicking from my hands. Worst goddamn time for my lighter to stop working. Ugh, damn it. I can't do a good voice for him. I'm trying to figure out a voice. Not bothering to hide my irritation, I slowly brought the thing to my cig, after finally managing to light it up. Enveloped by the cold, I watched the smoke rise into the dark of the night. So, Natsumi's dead, huh? I suddenly remembered the funeral. I love this music! Can we just take a moment? Hold on, I'm gonna turn this up for you guys. Let's take a moment to appreciate this music. I love this! It's so pretty! Do you want spoilers? No, because I probably will play it on stream. I might. Oh, the music is so pretty in this game. I suddenly remembered the funeral, the way he burned and turned to ash. Oh, did Natsumi die in a fire? A person actually died. Damn, it's cold. I pulled my shoulders closer to bear the freezing cold and began walking. That was when the phone I'd kept in my back pocket began vibrating. Was it Aya, Kyoko, or Sayuri? Hello? I didn't really care who it was. Yeah, I'm going right now. Seeking a place to warm up, I resume my walk. Though, this ice-cold Tokyo. Of course. I love you. Ah, he's a player, guys! Fuck! We love the player boy! I doubted anyone else was looking forward to the end of the world as much as I did. My life has always felt like I'd been watching it in third person, like a movie. If it were to end, I would want it to be a spectacle? Spectacle, yes. When did we get to the end of the world? I have no idea. We just started. Making an ensemble cast work, even. Something large-scale that would downplay my personal pain. That way, I wouldn't have to bear the shivering on my own. MAMIYA. The sound of rolling film. The persistent noise of the projector. Sparse seats, lights near my feet. MAMIYA. In this cold, clockwork town. I kept on watching a long, long movie. Kenko Land presents. Scenario writer and art director, Kokoro Ten. MAMIYA, a shared illusion of the world's end. Oh, this is just the intro. Would it be no matter what we pick this guy? Me when Borgor. Nom. You could tell there was no man living here. She was a total career woman. After entering the hallway, I remembered that the bathroom in this place was in a different direction and turned around. I grabbed the clothes I scattered around at the entrance and put my arms in them. I washed my face, stretched my arms, and shaved my stubble for good measure. Once I was done, I grabbed a blue toothbrush and brushed my teeth too. There was also some hair wax in my pocket, so I used that to quickly style my do. Looking good. Finally, I give my 3 10K yen notes a kiss. Mwah. Then stuff them into my pocket. The hell? I'm not getting anything. Fuck this. Feeling like shit, I dashed out of the Pacino parlor and made everyone around me scatter. Man, those 3 Uchis I got from Kyoko sure didn't last long. And I even wanted to get her something fancy if I won. Yeah, Kyoko, what do you wanna... Look, Haruki, don't take this personally, but I think we should stop seeing each other. The hell? You dumbass. You can just tell me if something's happening. I'll help you forget all about it. That's not it. It's because I'm dating my boss now. I want to end our relationship. Huh? Is this some kind of joke? The 30K I left you is my farewell gift. Oh, the 30K I left you is my farewell gift. Bye. So is he like a sugar baby? Hey, Kyoko. Hey! Damn it. Shit. What the hell? I really had no luck, huh? First my friend dies, and now I got dumped, and now I'm broke. Fuck. The hell was I supposed to do now? I was freezing my balls off, too. I scrolled through the contact list on my phone. Erika was no good. She was doing well with her guy. Shirori was outside the country for work, while Chiake was sick and hospitalized. After scrolling through half of my contacts, a certain name caught my eye. Natsume. It was the name of the man whose funeral I'd went to just yesterday. Fuck this. I was sure I'd never be calling it, and yet... Huh? Baffling enough, my hand just refused to press the delete button. A number I'd never called before. I knew he wouldn't pick up. I mean, he was dead after all. But that didn't stop me from pressing the button and calling him anyway. The hell's gotten into me? Dude's already kicked the bucket. There's no way he's gonna pick up. Hello? Huh? What the actual fuck? My heart skipped a beat when I heard the voice of an actual human being from the other end of the line. But that voice didn't belong to Natsume. Hello? Hello. I think you got the wrong person. This number belongs to a person called Natsumi, and... I know. And you are... Where are you? Is this a prank call? I'll hang up if it is. I'm Natsumi's acquaintance. Oh. You knew him too, didn't you? I did. Yeah. I want to meet you. There's something I gotta tell you. Is it related to Natsumi? Yeah. I just made up shit as I went along. This guy literally is like, fuck it, I'll mess with this guy. I'll make it up. I'm assuming the guy we are calling is the young man that we met at the place. So I'm gonna give him like a lighthearted voice. I don't know. I really have no clue what's going on. Like, as far as I'm aware, Natsumi died. He was beloved by few people because apparently nobody cared enough to actually remember that they were friends with him. Besides a young man who also didn't even remember him. We're following the guy. We're following a man who is just a complete fuck-up. He can't get any woman. His acquaintance friend died, and he's broke. And there's a young man who apparently took over the phone. And we're meeting him. That's all I know so far. Also, the world's ending. Just gotta clarify that, guys. I had actually nothing to say about Natsumi, but I wasn't completely full of shit. For one, I was genuinely curious about meeting whoever this was. After all, not everyone would just pick up the phone of a dead guy. My heart was beating like a jackhammer. I felt positively intoxicated by the thrill of the unknown. It reminded me of the excitement I felt back when someone had told me about the treasure island, back when I was little. Back when Natsumi was alive. Oh, come to think of it, I never asked that mysterious person what they looked like. There's no way I'd spot them like this. I only really knew their voice. They'd probably notice me if I raised my phone. Hell, maybe they're doing the same thing. I was still looking around the station, trying to find someone who fit that description, when suddenly, a commotion of sorts erupted. I ignored it and kept looking around, you know, like the average Tokyo person would. Huh? Could it be... No way, is that really her? I heard a stir in the crowd and turned to look at the source, and then I saw her. Oh! What the fuck? We got a battle maiden! I'm concerned. Okay, so it was a woman over the phone, it wasn't a guy. She had long, silky black hair, and wore an elegant skirt that danced gracefully in the night breeze. She looked like someone from another dimension. Then again, her outfit wasn't anything unusual in this part of town. I continued staring at the maid, holding her phone up. The maid was surrounded by typical nerds who were taking her picture as she raised the phone high. The girl blushed and seemed to even be trembling a little. Bingo. Hey. What is it? If it's pictures you want, go right ahead. That voice. The girl's eyes widened. She seemed to have recognized me as well. You're... Who are you? How dare you address our beloved Cinderella without permission? One of the geeks surrounding the maid barked something at me, but I ignored him. So you had a thing going with Natsumi, I see. Hey, you'll show some respect, or... So, what did you want to tell me? You sure you want me to say it here? In front of everyone? Very well. Follow me then. Mina? Hard to believe Mina's actually friends with a guy like that. Or maybe it's her boyfriend? They don't look like an item to me. He's pretty handsome, though. Damn right he is. Mina, who is this man? Is he your boyfriend? Settle down, everyone. He's just the acquaintance of a friend. I have something important to discuss with him alone. Don't worry, it'll be fine. But we can't possibly leave you alone with a man like that. I appreciate the concern, but I'll be alright, really. You heard the lady. Disperse, everyone. Our Cinderella commands it. One of the guys waved the onlookers away. Mina, shake my hand. The elite nerds were reluctant, but they walked off, turning around and holding a thumbs up as they did. She responded with a wink, then turned around and left with me in tow. We should be able to talk here in peace. I guess. I was surprised. But man, I sure didn't expect to run into a maid. Was Natsumi your old master or something? Trust me, I'm just as surprised as you are. I didn't realize Natsumi had such trashy friends. I'll take that as a compliment. You famous or something? That was quite a commotion back there. At least I made it easier for you to find me. You never told me your name or what you looked like. Not like any of that matters now. Let's cut to the chase. What did you want to tell me? Hey, what's the hurry? Let's grab something to eat first. As I started opening the menu, the maid stopped me by putting her hand on the table. Answer me. Why are you in such a rush? The guy's already dead. How? How dare you? Her sudden outburst made the surface of her black tea tremble. I could see her frowning face in its reflection. Don't you care about his death? Doesn't it make you feel anything? Why did such a kind-hearted person like him have to die? Why? Even during the funeral, I could barely contain myself. Oh? I didn't realize you were there. Did you sing? Huh? Why did I even ask that? As though to distract him from my fuck-up, I made my next move and spoke with a weight to my words. There's something off about his death. I could feel it in my gut. The words I'd said after an emphasizing, irritating pause were nothing but my usual lies. It reminded me of the many times I bullshitted my way into some woman's bed just so I can mooch off of them. Yet the maid reacted in a way I didn't expect. Exactly! I was thinking the same thing. She leaned forward and pounded the table, spilling some of the tea in the process. So this man fucked up. And accidentally got involved in a murder case at this point. Okay. Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away. It's fine. So, you suspect something? Yes, and I've always wanted to discuss it with someone. It's almost like you've read my mind. I averted my eyes as relief washed over the girl's face. This phone. Natsumi actually handed it to me before his death. Don't you find that a little odd? Yeah, you don't normally hand off the hub of all your private information to a stranger. I sure as hell wouldn't. It's almost like he knew he would die. After his funeral was over, I began to think that maybe he'd given this to me for a reason. She looked down at the black object and touched it like something dear. Did you check what's inside? No, I actually couldn't bring myself to do it. I was about to lock it away deep in a shelf, but, well, you called. I don't understand why he had to die. He wasn't the type to just... Shivering, she clutched Natsumi's phone tightly in her hands. It sort of reminded me of Natsumi when I saw him praying at church that one time. I have a favor to ask you. Would you help me investigate Natsumi's death? I met her gaze with mine, those round, black eyes. Her refined, attractive features, and that pleading look. All triggered my masculine instincts to protect her. Ew. Just, I don't know. I think that's a creepy thing to put. Yeah, I think I'll pass. Huh? I'll do it on one condition, though. Hold her hand or grab her hand. The guy's already creepy. We might as well make him creepier. Grab it. The data I've accumulated in my lifelong journey as a passionate, womanizing lover with heart seems already creepy. I have lost all respect for you now. You're not hot anymore. You're disgusting. Okay. As a passionate, Womanizing lover with hard-earned experience in the bedroom. Battlefield was conclusive. It was more than enough to compel a confident woman, that was for sure. After all, her latent passivity would surely kick in. If a strong man took the lead, well, probably. Why? I swung my hand to grab hers. What do you think you're doing? But she saw it coming and took my wrist in a firm grasp. You're awful. Who attacks a person they just met? She then twisted my arm and reached into my pocket. Huh? Huh. Haruki Mori Chika. And now I know your name and where you live. I'll take this, thank you very much. Hey, what the hell? Don't like it? Then apologize, pay for the taxi, and promise to cooperate with me. Fine. Sorry. I'll help. Good. She took a Yukichi from my wallet before putting my license back. Let's hope we meet again, Mr. Morichika. Oh, I almost read that as the doctor. The door slammed shut right in front of my nose. And before I could process everything that had just happened, the taxi sped off into the night. That fucking bitch. I was left alone and shivering at the side of the road. Guess I'm sleeping at a manga cafe tonight. We're homeless too! Perfect! He is literal scum. Wrinkling my nose at the characteristic smell of manga cafes that was more or less a unique blend of tobacco and shit, I headed towards the room they had assigned to me. I opened the door with a large yawn. Huh? And found a girl sleeping on the floor inside? The hell? Did I get the wrong room? Or did I just accidentally stumble into a crime scene? As a myriad of possibilities flashed through my mind, the girl opened her eyes. Why is everyone in a fucking maid outfit? Haruki? What did she just say? Hey, you brat. How do you know my name? What? Are you okay? Huh? When I opened my eyes again, the girl was right in front of me. Are you okay? Do you have your medicine? You have to take your medicine, or you'll have another episode. Huh? Taking a step back, I threw a glare at the oddly dressed girl. How did she know about that? You pushed the nurse call button, didn't you? Huh? What? Don't be scared. I came to answer your call. I'm MAMIYA. You're MAMIYA. You're fucking nuts is what you are. Get the hell out of my room. Ugh. Relax. She wrapped her arms around me. The hell are you? Everything will be alright, Haruki. There's no need to be scared. As her words kept echoing in my mind, I felt my eyelids grow heavier and heavier. Although my brain was firing off all the red flags in the world, I simply couldn't fight. I couldn't fight off this drowsiness. Good night, Haruki. Oh, wow. Your hair's a mess. I see you didn't shave either. You little... Huh? Wait, huh? Isn't that Mina? What is she doing here? Who is this? A kind soul who shared his food with me. Whoa, you're actually here! The real deal is something else. Hey, can you tie my... Let's go. Oh, wait, Mina. Go where, exactly? So I'm assuming it's the next day now. We're not even gonna comment on falling the fuck to sleep, I guess? Unless we're delusional. Is Mori just a delusional man who's, like, actually dying? I feel like that might be the case here. Like, I'm trying to piece together what's happening, but it's kind of hard to follow for me. I don't know. If anyone in chat has been following along and is actually taking notes on what's happening, please enlighten me. A place related to Natsume, I suppose. Isn't it best to start by talking to those he was close to? In that case... His nerd friends, his school. I guess let's go to his nerd friends. Why not look for his nerd friends? Didn't he go to your live concert or whatever? I don't quite appreciate the way you said that. But, yeah. That's all that's about all I can look into. The maid took out Natsumi's phone and showed me the screen. See this? I found an invitation on his phone. According to the date, it was sent 2 days before Natsumi's disappearance. What's the place? A cafe on the 3rd floor of the urban building. It's not too far, actually. I say we head there right now. Excuse me. Wait, this is a good part. Huh? Mina? Mina's here? Why? We just want to ask some questions. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? There's something we'd like to know. I'll tell you whatever you want. Has anyone here participated in an IRL meetup about 2 weeks ago? Well, I'd say at least half the people here have. We're a group of fans currently airing anime, and this is a continuation from last time, since we felt like we didn't say enough. Well, that's good. Natsumi was here last time, right? I want to know more about him. Their faces clouded over as soon as the maid mentioned Natsumi's name. Natsumi? Is that his real name? Yeah. Oh, I see. We only know each other by our nicknames. Oh. We know who you're talking about if you gave it to us. Sorry, we can't help. It's okay. Thank you anyways. Maybe you're talking about, Kotillo? He used to go to your mini live concert. Ah. Can you tell me more about this Kotillo? Or cocktail? Cockatoo? I don't know. I can't fucking read. We hadn't seen him online too much, and the first time he came to participate was 2 weeks ago. He said he loved to drop by again, but then he just up and disappeared. Huh. It's normal to not know what people online do for a living, but Kotillo was on another level. He seemed pretty passionate about participating in your events, though. I see. Mina? Thank you for your time. What you've told us helped a great deal. With that said, I really must go now. Wait! Could you, shake hands with me? No fair! I want that too! I'd be glad to. You'll have to form a line, though. She's spineless, guys! They didn't seem to know much. What's the point of questioning people that don't even know his name? The fact they don't know much about his personal life is precisely the point. People tend to reveal more about themselves in an anonymous environment. That reminds me. I never even asked your name. The maid pointed at her badge. I'm Mina. No. I mean, your real name. As long as I wear this, I have no other name. I'm Mina the maid. There was a strong will reflected in her dark eyes. The maid lowered her gaze, looking somewhat remorseful for not fully answering my question. I doubt someone like you would understand. There seemed to be some deep reason behind it. I guess. Still, I don't feel like pushing the question. She was right. I couldn't really comprehend why someone would adopt a fake name, if all it did was fill them with guilt. Anyway, we should head to the next IRL meetup. She suddenly clapped her hands as if to motivate herself, take me by surprise. Whoa, you still want to keep doing this? Of course. This wasn't the only meetup he attended, you know. Let's keep moving. We have no time to waste. Oh, okay, I get it, but slow down for God's sake. Ah! Looks like we managed to lose them. I didn't even mean to cough. It's a goddamn outfit of yours. It stands out like a sore thumb. Fuck. I keep staring at the girl. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do my best with panting without making it sound sexual, okay, guys? I kept staring at the ground while still trying to desperately while still trying desperately to catch my breath. That was when I saw Mina's hand. Oh, I must have scraped it on something when we were running. She tried to downplay it, but her entire knuckle was covered in blood. We gotta disinfect it. Huh? It's just a scratch. I don't think... Just shut up and tell me where the closest drugstore is. I grabbed her other hand and hurried out of the alley. I washed the maid's hand down with cold water. Through my wet hands, I could feel her body trembling. Just a scratch my ass. The wound itself doesn't hurt. It's just the water that stung a little. Yeah, whatever you say. Come on, raise your arm. She obediently followed my commands. I used wet toilet paper to clean her wound and then taped the gauze on top of it. There. You should be fine now. Let's go. Huh? You want something else? Thank you. Very much. I figured I should thank you properly, at least. Don't mention it. You have a surprisingly gentle side to you. You always say one word too many, you know that? After splitting with Mina, I spent some time thinking. As I walked through the dark streets, that maid's resigned smile kept flashing into my mind. That smile felt like it showed an emotion I knew well. I understood completely. That was just an illusion, born from my self-consciousness and desire to dominate. What the fuck? I knew all that, and yet... The night was getting darker. No! I might need to put the chatting screen up. Oh, no. Skip? My thirst would never fade. What? I was not promised sex. I didn't understand why. I mean, we are 18 plus, but still, I do not want to act out a sex scene. I was always alone. I stepped out into the veranda to light a cigarette. The outside air wasn't as cold as I expected, and it embraced me gently. I thought I hated winter. But I guess nights like this aren't too bad either. I closed my eyes and let the cigarette smoke blow around me. You shouldn't smoke. Hearing someone's voice from behind made me jump. The fuck? Shh. The girl pressed a finger to her lips, stopping the scream in my throat. You shouldn't wake her. It took a long while for her to finally fall asleep. I took a step away from the girl and lit another cigarette, despite still feeling on edge. She had to be a manifestation of the stress that had been building in me from doing all sorts of things outside my comfort zone. I figured I'd just have to ignore her, and she'd eventually disappear. Come on now. I told you to stop doing that. I once again made an attempt to ignore the strangely translucent girl, but her voice rang out like it was seeping directly into my brain. You do it knowingly, I see. Oh, you do it knowingly, I see. The girl closed her big round eyes in a reprimanding fashion. I exhaled a silent breath, neither acknowledging nor denying her statement. Aren't you freezing out here? Smoking is bad enough. You don't want to compound it with the cold. It's going to affect your lungs. When she said that, I nearly dropped my cig. How do you... I'm your nurse, remember? She's like 50% forehead. She's like 100% forehead. My lips were quivering at this point, but all she did was smile. I was gonna have to seriously reevaluate some things. Oh, this is pretty! Oh, this is such a pretty scene. I like this. Like, the art in this game and the music in this game are pretty. The writing concerns me and gives me a heart attack when I read it, though. But I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed this. Who are you? I'm MAMIYA. You're MAMIYA. The moon shone upon the two figures standing on the balcony. Oh, we're now in third person. The silky hair of the girl calling herself MAMIYA gleamed in the cold evening light. The air spreading through my or maybe it's not, I don't know. The air spreading through my lungs was a mixture of cigarette smoke and inertia. This town had changed its appearance in the time between the last and the first trains. The slumbering souls made no sound. They merely drifted around in limbo, waiting for the sky to whiten. Hey, do you want to take a short walk? As I turned my head, MAMIYA was there, smiling in the darkness. We made our way down the streets in the middle of the night. The world was at its strangest, between 3 and 4 in the morning. To most people, this time went by without them realizing. But to me, it was the most important hour of the day. MAMIYA, as cheery as ever, walked beside me with calm, deliberate steps. I can speak, guys! I can speak! I slightly lowered my speed to let her tiny legs keep up with mine. My thoughts kept coming back to Natsumi's death. I wondered if spending time with that maid had affected my brain. Everything about Natsumi's passing was shrouded in mystery. His body, it was discovered after he had gone missing for 3 days. And by the time of the funeral, it had already been cremated. All we did was place flowers on a closed coffin. There was plenty of rumors. Some thought it was an accident, others speculated murder. The possibility of suicide even came up. Well, that's a given. I don't understand. Why? Why did he have to die? He wasn't the type to just... Remembering Natsumi made me think of words the maid had said. A loud sound roared as a flash covered the sky. Was that... Lightning had struck somewhere. It's alright. Everything's alright, Haruki. Did it light anything on fire? I wonder how it felt to be struck by lightning. What would be the last thing you saw before getting fried alive? I see. Sorry for not being much of help, Mina. It's okay. I do appreciate your assistance. The guys by the door started talking again. They were discussing their hobbies and having a good time with their friends. I inspected the fully decorated Christmas tree just to kill some time. It was covered in illumination. The scene. It filled me with nostalgia. It was warm to the touch. Clutching it harder made my fingers also reflect the light. I'd waited in front of the entrance until Mina came out and shook her head. It would help if we could figure out where he was during the time he went missing. Yeah, I guess that would help. The main street had been decked out in Christmas lights, making the town look even livelier than usual. When I spotted Mina blowing some warm air into her hands, my body moved on its own, and I gently placed my jacket on her shoulders. What gives? Just put this on. Well, thank you. Don't worry, though. I hand out flyers while dressed like this all the time. I shouldn't let this maid uniform go to waste. Are you okay? I'm sorry. He's just too excited about Christmas. Come on, apologize to the nice lady. I'm sorry. It's alright. I understand being excited about It's alright. I understand being excited about Christmas. I am too. Mina gently squeezes the kid's hand and urged him to follow his family. They turned around a few times, bowing their heads until they finally disappeared into the crowd. In that moment, my eyes met with the kid's. Why does he look like he's gonna fucking beat the shit out of the kid? Look at those eyes, chat. That is the eyes of murder. Like, hold on, let's zoom in on that. Zoom in on this heresy here. Like, look at those eyes. See it? Like, look into my magnifying glass. Those eyes scream murder. This kid's gonna get murdered. We killed Natsumi. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Yes, yes, yes. Even though it's nowhere near Christmas. I also clicked the wrong button and now I'm in the middle of my screen. Whoopsie. There we go. See, now I'm perfectly back in my spot where I belong. I averted my gaze, almost unconsciously. I forgot the voice I already used for this fucker. God damn it. I glanced to my side and saw Mina still waving them goodbye with a warm smile. Are you planning to spend Christmas with a special someone? Do you like me or something? I don't do that kind of stuff. Let's not be a complete dick. I don't do that kind of stuff. I wonder how your partner feels about that. She understands. Well, I don't. Give me a break. It's easier to be alone. You're not controlled by anyone, and you're king of your own world. You should try it for a change. I was always ready for it to end. It was better than prolonging it by stretching out the tape. Mina, however, simply smiled back at me in silence. That sounds a lot like something Natsumi told me a while ago. It does? Yeah. He said it didn't matter how much people loved each other, or how much time they had spent together. In the end, it still didn't change the fact that they were alone. I get the feeling he meant it in a slightly different way, though. He always put some distance between himself and others. He preferred spectating things from afar. This town has really soaked up the Christmas spirit, hasn't it? Something about this maid. It suddenly changed. Almost like she was desperate to force memories of Natsumi out of her mind. Yeah. Let me guess. You'll just spend the holidays at some random girl's place? I don't know. Maybe. I exhaled a long breath and looked at the garlands hung on the doors of various shops, as well as the red lamps glued to the streetlights. Christmas always ends up reminding me of home. Huh? Never mind. Forget I said anything. Come on, talk to me. It's a pretty lame story. The kind that happens to everyone. Well, then maybe it'll help us discover something we have in common. We had a large Christmas tree in the living room. We decorated, with stuff we kept in a box that would be untouched any other time of the year. Both the paper boxes were holding presents, and the shiny ball ornaments were a lot lighter than what they looked. My brother and we would hang up the decorations, check the result to see if it's balanced, and switch up their places. It was my job to put the star on top. I couldn't reach it myself, so I had to stand on a chair. Then we waited for Dad to come home, and had a feast for dinner with cakes for dessert. But that's a pretty boring story, huh? No, not at all. I actually really enjoyed it. Whatever, if you say so. For a while, we kept walking without saying anything to each other. But then, Mina suddenly stopped before a corner and turned to face me. If you really have no plans to spend Christmas with anyone in particular, how about coming over to my cafe? We'll be holding our own Christmas party. We even have a girl who actually attends a pastry school. Her cakes are just as good as the ones you can buy at shops. Huh? It may not end up being as memorable as your childhood, but do come by if you're in the mood, okay? I bet you're just trying to increase your sales. Perhaps I am. Well, perhaps I'll fall for it and think about it. Please do. With that, Mina clasped the hem of her skirt and gave me a deep curtsy. For a brief moment, The bustling cityscape around us, it ceased to exist. I felt like I'd just been transported into a different dimension altogether, like a Victorian castle or an old mansion. A Christmas party, huh? As I exhaled the cigarette smoke, the scent of vanilla hit my nostrils. I hurriedly tightened my facial muscles to stop my lips from curling into a faint smile. See, maybe the world isn't that bad. Oh, fuck. A movie theater? I didn't realize they showed movies this late into the night. One adult ticket, please. You don't need to buy one for me. Children don't seem to be allowed inside anyways. There's almost no one in here. Likely because you're the only one who would actually watch movies at this hour. It's a small theater. It's almost always like this. Oh, this isn't your first time then? I come here whenever I can't sleep. This reminds me that you often stayed up late to read. Seriously, who are you? I've told you. I'm MAMIYA. How come I'm the only one who can see you? You're the only one that pushed the nurse call button. Why do you know things about me? I'm one of the few who understand you. Yeah, right. I mean it. I also know about the island that your brother talked about. Why do you know that? The lights are still on. I stood up and closed the distance with MAMIYA, still sitting next to me. Haruki? I'm gonna ask again. Just who the hell are you? And why do you know so much about me? Calm down, Haruki. You even know about the Treasure Island. Haruki, you're hurting me. That island. It doesn't exist. Before I knew it, the lights had already gone out and the movie began to play. Wait. This wasn't the movie I paid to see. Haruki? Huh? My neck refused to move. The film continued to play. My eyes were wide open. And I was made to watch a film I didn't want to. Within the light, I saw the face of a man I didn't know. Filth that reminded one of vermin crawling on the ground. It was all over the screen. Abuse. Tragedy upon tragedy. It all converged upon the Treasure Island. Treasure Island. A small patch of dirt on the UKC. Despite the name, it had very few actual treasures to offer. It was an uninhabitable island in a high latitude, making snowfall there the whole year round. How do you feel, Haruki? But, bro, better today. The air pressure has gotten higher. So, where will you take me today? How about Barcelona? Back in the day, I spent more time at the hospital than at home. I barely even showed up at school. I had no friends to speak of either. My brother was pretty much the only person I'd interacted with. I would discuss everything with him. He was like a close friend. The memory, it was piling up like thin sherbet, as though to make a mountain. And that might have been enough for me at the time. While I was stuck in a hospital room, my brother would tell me stories about foreign lands while pointing them out on a guidebook map. While he did often go outside of the country for his studies, that must have included places that he didn't know about. Despite that, listening to him always made me feel like I could feel the air and smell the scents of those lands. What are we gonna do today? Let's see. Oh, that's odd. I could have sworn I had that book with me. Are we taking a break? I guess it was bound to happen at one point. Well, actually, today, I'll tell you about the Treasure Island. The Treasure Island? But I've already read that novel. No. It's about a treasure island that only you, will know about. Huh? It's a small island to the north of Great Britain. A quiet, serene little place. It's a place where the sun really shows itself. It's a world shrouded in silver with snow as far as the eye can see. There is a lone house standing there, though. Its windows are lit up, but if you go in to investigate, you'll find the house completely empty. However, inside, you'll find some fresh, warm bread and soup, as if it was made just for you. Often pausing to find his words, my brother told me about the island. I was completely entrapped by his tale, and even asked a bunch of questions of my own. My brother would close his eyes and heave a long sigh, and then dutifully answer each and every one of them. For me, that was enough. I was having trouble breathing. You'll never love anyone. Such a poor boy. A low voice, devoid of emotion. Yet even still, I understood. The freezing chill of the snow sticking to my face. It felt heavy and painful beyond words. Haruki, let me make it clear. The treasure island doesn't exist. You'll spend your whole life unable to love anyone. The treasure island. It was my only source of support in a world of white ceilings and lung pain. The island my brother did his best to tell me about had become my personal sanctuary. Chika. Morichika. Huh? Were you listening? Huh? No. Are you feeling alright? You'll never love anyone. Sorry, I gotta run a quick errand. Is this about some woman again? What if it is? I see. Well, if you say so. Your face tells me you want to say something. Could it be that you're not feeling up for that Christmas party? You've been avoiding me ever since that day. Well, about that... You'll never love anyone. I'm sorry if I did anything to upset you, but at least tell me the reason. It was the same with Natsumi. He never told me anything. This has nothing to do with that. Then, tell me! Haruki, I'll never love anyone. Don't say it or say it. I want to save here. Let me save. I would like to come back to this eventually. Ah, shit. Let's hold it in and be a bitch. We're a tough boy, obviously. We can't share our feelings. Apparently, this man is so full of masculinity that he has to hide everything. I hate him so much. I also just want to see where this goes. Why are you being silent? Is it because you don't trust me? Shut up. I haven't trusted you for a second. I don't have a reason to tell you this. Well, there's a pretty good way to kill some time, I'll give you that. Huh? I noticed the warmth draining from her face. She cooled down, became disappointed in me, and pretended to lose interest. Her eyes pierced me. I should have known. She turned around, and the next moment, she disappeared into the distance. Wait! I subconsciously extended my hand, before slowly pulling it back. The only thing my hand grasped was the cold of the air. But wasn't that what I had wanted? I brought an end to it with my own 2 hands. And yet, I simply stood there, unable to move an inch. From that day on, the maid stopped appearing before me. Her phone number, which was the only thing connecting us, no longer worked. The 5th exit of Akihabara Station. Next thing I realized, she stopped showing up at our meeting point. Thinking about it now, I didn't even know her real name. Many nights passed since. It's so cold. You okay, Haruki? Yeah. I'd gone on to seek a woman's touch, as if to put a blanket against the cold, to fill the void in my heat. I felt like I couldn't know my own body heat. The cold December air bit into my skin with the chilliness of cold rejection. I had met countless people, yet made not a single genuine connection. Tokyo. It sure was a city full of people who lived convenient lives. You could only become a part of the group by suppressing your own individuality. Like the dull pieces of concrete that made up this town. I must have known all of this. I must have known all of this all along. The smell of the hospital. The clean, sterile air. It had clung to me. And it was as if this could wipe it all clean. I made it so that I could always go back to being alone. I believed I always had at least the reins in my hands. Morichika. There was no one behind me. Up until now, I'd seen people as nothing but consumables. I thought you could change friends and women like clothes. Even if you lost one, another could easily take their place. Why? Why was I scared? I looked up and saw Mamiya standing before me. Haruki? Her skirt danced gently in the breeze like a flower. Within the jet-black darkness of the night, I found myself thoroughly captivated by her. I exhaled a hot, white breath. Mamiya's surroundings alone were shining faintly, like she was in a different dimension. It had begun to snow. I had experienced nights like this countless times before, enveloped by a cradle of loneliness, a night that seemed to deny existence. Why do you keep appearing before me? Because I'm Mamiya. That's not an answer. I'm not in a good mood. I'll ask something next. Are you used to being alone? My breathing stopped, locking the cold air in my lungs. Of course, a long time. Answer me honestly. Are you truly used to being alone? Of course, I think so. Look at the art! Oh my god! I love that. Why did she look... Hold on, I'll move myself for the... Look at how creepy she looks. What the fuck? She looks like she's gonna murder me now. I thought we were the murderers. Turns out Mamiya's the murderer. Of course. Honestly, I'm very used to it. The breath of relief I exhaled was hazy and white. I stopped expecting things a long time ago. I didn't have the faintest expectation that others would understand how I truly... I see. I understand you now. As she put on a faint smile, her arms extended towards me. She was probably gonna strangle me to death. You can't love people, can you? Normally, I could have handled this calmly. I'd seen enough movies to know that the way this was going wouldn't lead to anything good. And yet, I acted like a dumbass and gave her an honest answer. It must have been because she could see right through my personal sentiments. How does it feel to be unable to love? It's lonely, damn it. Why the hell was I admitting that? So what? Would whining about it change anything? At the end of the day, I'll still be a incapable... I'll still be a defect, incapable of loving others. Even if I felt lonely and sought another person's warmth, I couldn't love them back. I can't respond to their love. I'll always be alone. It's always been like this. And it's how it will always be. Then, at the very least, I'd like you to push the nurse call button. Huh? You need to seek help in times of hardship. Shut up. You're not alone. Don't say careless shit like that. That single, careless utterance of hers brought my blood to a boil. Don't say insensitive shit like that. No one was ever there for me, okay? No one's gonna come to help, even if I scream. It's pointless, so I didn't. I didn't want to. What will change if I do? Everyone's got their hands full with just themselves. No one's able to carry someone else. And most of all, I don't want to know the emptiness of calling out for help and getting no helping hand. You're the only one for me. Is that because you're a delusion I created? Of course. I'm MAMIYA. A being that came into existence for your sake alone. Here, can you see me? MAMIYA gently touched my cheeks. The cold made it difficult to tell if her hands were warm or not. I can't. Feel my touch. I can love you, for I am the MAMIYA within your head. I am you. And that's why you can love me too. All you have to do is acknowledge what MAMIYA. Her gaze pierced through me. Will you do that? Acknowledge. I don't have an option! What in the yandere shit did I sign up for, chat? I didn't sign up for this! Or maybe I did? Acknowledge her. I have no choice. Holy shit. The snow kept piling up around us. The boundary between MAMIYA and myself began to grow hazier and hazier. Almost out of reflex, I ended up hugging her. Oh, this is sad. How about now? Yeah, I can feel you just fine. I poured more strength into my embrace, as though to not let her go. MAMIYA. Yes? Don't leave me alone. I won't. I'll be with you forever. It's all right. Your pain reached me, and so did your shouts for help. Thank you for pressing the nurse call button. MAMIYA fell silent and continued to say nothing as the embrace continued. I wondered, when all my wants and wishes had dried up, when I no longer felt the desire for anything in this town, what would become of me then? Haruki? Yeah. You were thinking about another girl, weren't you? Come on, you know you're the only one for me. You don't need to lie. You touch your necklace whenever you're thinking about something else, right? Why don't you go to her? Huh? There's no way You can go. Go make it up with her. Huh? I wasn't expecting anything special, you know. I only called you because I felt like it. I'm making food, so don't make a face like that. It's a bother. It's not like that. It's just, well, you know. Let me guess. You had a fight with a friend and don't know how to patch things up? I felt dumbfounded for a moment. I didn't know how to make up with a friend. For some reason, that struck something very deep within me. Up until now, if I got into a fight with someone, I just cut them off. But if I wanted to reconnect a broken string, I didn't even know where to begin. How to make up there. Is he searching this on his phone? He had to search on his phone. How to make up with friend. How to get girl. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not used to this. Beep boop beep bop. You fucking idiot. This is why you're alone. Making up with your girlfriend. Making up with your boyfriend. Come on. I know way more about this stuff than all these keyboard warriors combined. A present is the perfect excuse to start a serious conversation. That is the worst way to make up with someone. Do not give them a present to make up with them. They will only see the present as a way for you to manipulate them. Well, maybe not manipulate them, but as an apology gift. And this is why I say, don't give a girl apology flowers, because then that ruins the point of flowers. That ruins, like, the happiness of flowers. Like, don't give her apology flowers as a gift. Don't give her a gift if she's upset. Stop it. That's rude and weird. And you're a dick. Like, I get my partner gifts out of random because I love my partner. I get told off too. Cause, fun fact, when I first met my partner for the first time, I bought them flowers. Cause I'm a weirdo. And I feel like it's appropriate, you know, meeting somebody you love for the first time. You gotta give them flowers to be sweet. And and they were so sweet about it too. They were so cute. Cause they were like, this is the first time anyone's given me flowers. And I was like, really? I'm gonna buy you more flowers. Like, literally, chat, that's my plan. The next time I go visit them, I'm gonna buy them more flowers. They're so cute, and I love making them smile. Like, I would never give them a gift, like, as an apology. That's just tacky and senseless. That's tacky and also, like, heartless, I feel. Well, not heartless, but it's just, ugh. It gives me an ick. That's a red flag in my book. I realized that Christmas was in just a few days. A quick look couldn't hurt, I guess. Well, I'm here, but I ran my gaze across the Great for Presents section, but nothing really caught my eye. Within the display case, there were many accessories that women would love. Some of them looked much like ones I'd actually gift to women. But this ain't it. After looking them over, I found myself going to another place. There are plenty of ways you could go about giving someone an apology gift. It's not a bad thing, but people pull it off impressively badly. Yeah. Like, if you're gonna do it, at least do it smoothly and do it correctly. Like, jeez. Don't fuck it up. I came upon a Christmas merch corner with its own lit up Christmas tree. Those things would just go in the trash once Christmas was over, and... Oh. Stop stealing my glasses! I need to read, Ashy! God damn it! Also, have fun playing Jackbox! I saw that you got on. You fucking owl! God damn it, stop bonking me! I'll bonk you back! I'll bonk thee back! How dare! Join us, you fucking dare! I'm reading! I'm voice acting! I'm doing it, Dad! Voice act these nuts? No! I don't have those. But I will join in a bit. I want to get like to a decent point in this game or finish it. Cause I think this game is like a short one. I don't know. It feels like a short one. My eyes stopped upon a small snow globe. It had a house standing in the middle of a snowy field. Heavy snow gathered on the roof as warm light leaked through the window. The way it lit up the falling snow inside of the globe looked really pretty. I found its scenery oddly familiar. Not at all. I really enjoyed it. I couldn't help but remember the maid's words. Yeah, it was much like it. The treasure island my brother told me about. I picked up one of the globes on display. I felt like I was holding a tiny fragment of another world. Well, all joking aside, you should play with this more. Yes, I definitely will. Sorry, things have just been crazy busy with college and I'm apparently getting a new job soon. It's a word. Oh wait, chat. Now that I think about it, hold on, I gotta check my email. I was supposed to be checking that for a job application. Hold on, chat. You get to experience, job applications with me. Hold on. Did I get a tingamatong? Oh, that's rude. I didn't get an email yet. All right. New job. What? So, yes. I am eventually. So I'm gonna be working. The job I'm applying for is a factory job. I won't be a teacher at this place for much longer, just because genuinely, it's like, I don't know. It's a whole process. I'm still going to college for teaching. I have my hours. I just don't like the specific place I'm working at right now. So hopefully I do get this factory job because it pays significantly more and I don't work 10 hours a day. I would actually have free. I would be able to actually join you guys and talk more. Like, that's how much this job would change my life. And how I would live. So yes, I'm hoping I do get this job. And luckily, none of my coworkers watch me stream, so they'll never know about this. They know of my streams, but they never will know. Nothing wrong with a new job, just not a fan of fact. Literally, all I'm doing is sitting and looking to see if lenses are scratched or not. That's all I do. That, like, literally, that's that easy. And even if I don't get the specific department I want, there's another department I want to go for. It pays, like, a little less, but it's still more than what I get paid anyways. So, perfect. I felt like I was holding a tiny fragment of another world. Excuse me, I'll take this one. I wanted her to know. I wanted to show her the scenery. The plastic bag rustled in the cold wind. Its sound made my lips curl into a faint smile. Ew. That annoying maid really like this thing. You look happy, Haruki. Because I am. Take a look at this, Mamiya. My, what a beautiful snow globe, right? You've been staring at it for a while now. You must like it very much. I won't keep it for much longer, though. Why is that? Because I'm giving it to a certain someone. If you're so fond of it, though, why not keep it? You don't get it, do you? You think so? To you, it might be the most amazing thing in the world, but you can't be sure if the other person will also appreciate it just as much as you do. It hurts when another person rejects something you really like. So rather than risk that happening, I think it's much safer to keep it all to yourself. Don't you agree, Haruki? Are you really sure you want to give that snow globe away? It's what I bought it for. I see. It's past midnight. You should go to sleep. You're right. Good night, Haruki. I can't wait for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait for Christmas. Welcome back, Master. We're actually holding a party tonight. It will be a modest little thing, but we'll do our utmost to please our dear guest. With some luck, we may even attract a Christmas miracle. Mina, attend the guest at table 3. On my way. Mina, can I get the Christmas version of your special Moi power? Right away, Master. Ugh, event days sure are hectic. Oh, welcome back, Master. You told me to come. That's right, I almost forgot. Welcome back, Master. Please, enjoy the party tonight. Wait, let me go. I'm busy. If you want something, go ahead and say it already. Yeah? I wanted to apologize. Just a week away? Just a week away what? What's a week away? Oh, Christmas? Christmas! Also, if Union, don't do it. What's the difference? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand the workforce a lot, or politics, or anything like that. I'm very dumb when it comes to that. And I've attended business classes, so I don't know why I'm still clueless, but I am. You've got nothing to apologize for. We were just killing some time, remember? Yeah, I know. At first, I did genuinely feel that way. I felt like you were stupid for trying to find out more about Natsumi's death. But we never found out why he left his phone with you. He probably just did it on a whim. Look, it doesn't matter anymore. It does to me. Look, I brought you a present. Why now, of all times? Isn't it a bit too late to suddenly start treating me like a girl? Look, it's Christmas. And I wanted to, you know, do the whole exchanging presents thing. So, I got this for you. I took out the present from my bag. I'd wrapped it up myself. The maid gasped. It probably looked like shit. You open it. Her voice was trembling. I slowly undid the ribbon and reeled the snow globe to her. Oh my god, so pretty! Hold on, I'll make myself disappear for this. You know what? Chat, you get to also disappear. Goodbye to you, goodbye to me. Look at how adorable they are. I want them to be together. They will be absolutely cute and adorable, and I love it. I love it so much. Sugoi, sugoi. Alright, I'm back and I live. Wow, it's beautiful. Stop bonking me! The maid studied the snow globe on my palm, the genuine admiration in her voice. It filled my heart with warmth. It sure is. The tiny pellets of snow continue whirling around inside the globe, each reflecting a tiny snippet of light, which was, in turn, reflected in the maid's deep, dark eyes. She slowly raised her face. Our eyes met, and then we kissed. You got this for me? I wanted you to see the scenery. I wanted to show you. Thank you. No problem. It's such a beautiful snow globe. I know. Oh, I know. It really... Oh, wait, that was him saying it. Looks just like the treasure island. All of a sudden, I felt like the entire world had gone silent. The treasure island? Sorry, I must have been thinking out loud. I heard about it a long time ago from someone very close to me. Apparently, there's a treasure island somewhere in this world. You mean the ones from the movies, right? Oh, not at all. I started to feel like... The treasure island is a place where the snow falls. A sand castle inside me had just begun to collapse. It doesn't seem like there's anyone living there, but there's a single house on it. All sound had died down. It's always lit by a lantern, and there's warm bread and soup waiting inside. Rustle, rustle. Rustle, rustle, rustle. Sure, there may be no treasures or anything grand like that, but it's a warm, inviting place nonetheless. A wonderful island that belongs to just the two of us. Something deep within me disappeared without a trace. You really did pick out a wonderful present, Marikcha. Huh? Still, unable to look up, I let go of the snow globe. And I let it fall to the floor. The cozy little house, along with the snow-laden field and the glass of the globe, shattered with a loud crash when they hit the floor. Huh? Huh? The air froze around us. Morichika, are you alright? You gotta be kidding me. Mori? You're having a Christmas party with a bunch of lonely nerds huddled together? Give me a fucking break. Huh? Does it boost your sense of self-worth to tease all those miserable virgins? And a treasure island? That's funnier than the way I was killing time. But it's all made up, okay? To think you actually believed it. Aren't you embarrassed? There's no way an island like that exists. I think you should leave. I made a mistake inviting you. I want you to leave right now. Frankly, I'm disappointed. You can't love people. They were just words. And yet, it was like a curse, binding me to be unable to love. I felt my heart gradually becoming colder. The loneliness embraced me as goosebumps came over me. No matter how warm the air, I'm always freezing to my core. It's like I'm constantly holding ice. And as it thaws, all I get is water running down my fingers. That's why I told you to keep it to yourself. If you had stayed alone, you wouldn't have had to get hurt. I'm not like the others. Embrace me, and I will never betray you. I'll love you forever. I'll heal all your wounds. The snow fell harder and harder. It began to pile on top of me. How many hours or days has passed since then? I kept wandering, sitting down, and walking around again with no particular goal in mind. I'd even lost track of the passage of days. I couldn't stop coughing. I put away my inhaler somewhere a long time ago. Anyway... Huh, really? There's no way... Oh, it's a student! How would you? What's wrong? Oh, nothing. I'm fine. Hey, aren't you cold? The place over there serves some amazing lattes. Really? That sounds wonderful. Let's take a look. I kept on walking with a vacant look in my eyes. I averted my gaze from the illuminations, the cheerful couples, the happy families with their shopping bags full of cakes and fried chicken. I turned my back on the world at large. None of it had anything to do with me. Complete indifference and crushing loneliness. And this fucking bonking kept happening. Like a dark, endless void. I suddenly felt a sharp pain in my chest. I crumpled to the ground, while desperately trying to catch my breath. Click the moans, no! Not the moans! God damn it! Oh my god, he's literally dying. Clenching my teeth, I tried to soften the pain, but it wasn't working. It wasn't working at all. I looked up in an attempt to get help, but no one was even meeting my gaze. The crowd continued to move as though they didn't even see me. The gleaming illuminations, the display windows reflecting the dreams of children, the cheerful Christmas song that enveloped the town. They surrounded me, and yet, only I, still alone, cut off from the rest of the world. Someone, anyone, please, please, help me. MAMIYA, it's alright. I'm always here for you, Haruki. Make it stop. I can't stand this loneliness anymore. I doubted anyone else was looking forward to the end of the world as much as I did. My life had always felt like I'd been watching it in third person. Like a movie. If it were to end, would want it to be a spectacle. Make it an ensemble cast work even. Something large scale that would downplay my personal pain. That way, I wouldn't have to bear the shivering on my own. I've always hated everything. This cheerful town, the happy families, and every single goddamn Christmas I had to spend alone. I see. The sound of rolling film. The persistent noise of the projector. Bar seats, lights near my feet. Then let us leave before the credits roll. In this cold, clockwork town. I kept on watching a long, long movie. I love you more than anything in this world. I love you too. Come with me to the wonderful, boundless world of the trilogism. Man, this life was like a shitty movie. The crowd froze as if time itself had come to a halt. The snow continued piling atop Marika's back. I brushed it off and touched his hand. It was deathly cold and heart-wrenchingly sad. Who the fuck are you? Mori Haruki, why? You weren't supposed to die. Once more, I'll go to the church again. I won't give up. So I'm assuming that's us. Chapter outro. Locked. Wait. There are different ones! I'm assuming... Okay, so I'm assuming in order to get... So that was Morik. That was Mori. Mori died. Mori Haruki wants to live in the moment. That becomes difficult when he gets caught in between a maid from Akihabara and MAMIYA, the nurse. Oh, there are different ones. So we have both of the students. So we have student A and B, I'm guessing. And then we have the young boy. Loveless finished falling down Rika Haruki's route. Oh my god. So we definitely have to play this game again. I think we'll do one route per stream. Unless I want to do a long-ass stream. But today, oh my god, that's a great way to end it. We end it with a death. That sounds horrible. We end it with 2 deaths, actually, because Natsuki died. Or, no, I already forgot the guy's name. He's that forgettable. Natsume. Natsume died. We still don't even know what happened to him. But now that we know that we're this blonde guy, okay? We're the blonde boy who is apparently MAMIYA and is trying not to kill everyone. And, oh god, that's beautiful. Alright, don't leave just yet, guys. We are gonna go raid. Let's go find someone to raid. A lovely little victim that we can consume. Oh my god, Kuro is still alive. Is he gonna keep playing or stop bonking me? Oh, Kuro's working on comms. Let's go raid him. Yeah, show some love to our feathered friends. I was just on the stream not that long ago, actually. He's doing some art, working on some commissions for models. And who knows, maybe I might commission a model from him, guys. Hint, hint, because I definitely need more models, yes. Raid me, ooh woo. Ashley, when was the last time you streamed? Start streaming and I will, Ashy. Alright. But no, lovely guy, just a sweetheart. Go show him some love. Give him all the moi moi mois. Give him head pats. And tell him that you're gonna shove him in the oven. Anyway, bye-bye! Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be actually streaming a lot earlier. I'll be streaming at 1 p.m. CST with Broken Wiener and some friends. We'll be playing some party games. But until next time, bye-bye!